Hey guys, welcome back. And now I'm going to do my thoughts on what I just saw with the Mandalorian episode, whatever, called The Tragedy. I gotta say that I'm kinda nervous after this episode. I'm worried for Baby Yoda and I'm worried for Mando's state of mind. For being with the kid for so long and then for Baby Yoda to get taken away like that. He must be bugging. We saw in the beginning of the episode that Mando, he was basically trying to get Grogu to train a little bit, a little side action there, giving him with the ball, giggling with him, shows that he really likes Grogu. For him to form that kind of bond and then get snatched away like that, I mean, I can't even imagine. I got a kid, and if he was taken away, I wouldn't be able to sleep, eat, or anything until I was able to get him back. That's like I have anxiety over that, what happened with Grogu, because in a way I can relate because I have a son, and just thinking about it got me like, oh man, I can't. And so surprisingly, in this episode we see Boba Fett return with the girl that we thought was dead. He must have been the one that walked up to the girl, the Asian girl that was on the floor. They didn't show us who it was, like the camera cut out, but obviously it was Boba Fett. I mean, I know Boba Fett was cool and whatnot, but we didn't get to see a lot of action from him in the original series. It was just him being there, talking, hiding in his spaceship to catch Han Solo. But in this episode, we really see him in action, and I really don't know who got more skills, Mando or Boba. Boba, once he got his armor, even before he got his armor, he was taking out stormtroopers left and right with a stick, a cane, smacking their armor, blowing out their armor and cracking it into pieces with that stick. And then once he got his armor, holy crap, he was just taking him out like if he was RoboCop. Like, I was really surprised. I mean, I knew Boba Fett was a badass, but I had no idea it was like this, the way he was taking him out. But unfortunately, even with all the skills Mando and Boba had, they were overwhelmed. And then those drop soldiers, the Dark Troopers, I think they were called, I'm not sure, but they're the Cylons. That was impressive and scary. I know Mando and Boba got skills, but they would have a lot of trouble taking on those troopers. Oh man, and I almost forgot, they blew up Mando's ship. I mean, the ship that he's gone through so much things with. The ship breaking down, got towed up, got fixed up again, looking brand new, and then freaking Moff Gideon blows it up. I'm like, I can't believe it. What's Mando gonna do now? I mean, he's getting a ride with Boba Fett and whatnot, but he needs his own ship. He's a bounty hunter, just like Boba. I can't believe he did that. I can't believe it's almost like an end of an era. We had a good run, but I'm sorry, but your ship had to get blown up. That's crazy. It was also interesting to find out that Jango Fett did deal with the Mandalorians, that he was a foundling himself. I don't know if that was known before or possibly in like an older show, the Clone Wars or something like that. Maybe they gave away some information. I don't know. I didn't see that. I thought Boba Fett was an imposter, but apparently not. The armor rightfully belonged to Jango Fett, and who's to say he can't pass it down to his son? It was his property, and if he wants to give it to his son, then it's his son. What are they gonna do? Just take it back? Like, sorry, you're not with us, so get out of here. I would have to imagine that family gets a pass. So that was interesting. Oh, and my wifey, Cara Dune's back. It was good to see her. For one of the last times, unfortunately. In the process of seeing her, we also find out that, I forget his name, but basically the character that Bill Burr played, I can't find his name, but The promise of Bill Burr coming back, that's interesting because I enjoyed his character and I enjoy Bill Burr as a comedian. You know, I really like his work. He's no holds barred, and that's pretty cool. So to see him come back, especially after what happened, that they said he's doing 50 years for releasing a prisoner, that's wild. So hopefully they can get him out legally and, you know, help Mando do whatever. And if not legally, so what? As long as they get him out. Also, it was kind of cool to see Grogu, you know, try to defend himself, even though he was captured, by beating up those stormtroopers, throwing them left and right. But Grogu gets tired so fast. Every time he uses force powers, he like gets knocked out and falls asleep. So I'm wondering whether it's his age that he's not able to consistently do force powers and not have to take a nap. Regular Yoda is able to use force powers all the time, and you know, nothing happened to him. I mean, he was hundreds of years old, so I'm guessing that Grogu's body can't handle using so much at the same time. And it's also funny to see the stormtroopers, you know, getting choked up and thrown around. I would like to see the making of that scene. just to see, like, go and action. I start wiggling around, act like you're getting choked, choke yourself. If you look at it without context, it's pretty funny. And to see Moff Gideon pull out I think it's called Darksaber, I'm not sure. But to see him pull it out in front of Baby Yoda, I was like a little nervous for a second, like, oh god, what are you gonna do? But it's an interesting weapon too. Like, I wish I knew the backstory of it. I heard it was in the Clone Wars or something like that. You know, I haven't seen it, but it looks really cool. Like basically a sword lightsaber. You know, it's the first one that I've seen like that, and I hope we see more like that, or maybe something a little more creative as well. Light something, light axes, light katana blades, light whatever. The more sabers, the better. And it was kind of cool to see the little handcuffs for Baby Yoda. I'm wondering if they have like different handcuffs for all sizes of creatures and whatnot. It seemed a little weird that just they happen to have handcuffs that fit Grogu. So like I said, they must have like a whole array, like hanging on a wall or something, all different types. All in all, it was a short episode. Like, it was action packed, but just looking at the time that it ran without the credits, it was like fairly quick, like half an hour, which isn't that short, I guess, for a show like that, but it went pretty fast. Of course, being entertaining helps pick up the speed. If it feels like it's dragging, then there's no good storytelling. So they're still doing a good job with the series, and I'm probably gonna have anxiety until I see the next episode. Not full anxiety, but it's gonna be there. It's gonna be somewhere back there. Like, oh man. I mean, I can't imagine anything really bad is gonna happen to Grogu just based on the show. Star Wars isn't gonna kill him off or anything, but still, you know, it still bothers you a little. It's like after the end of Infinity War, when all the characters died. Like, they died, but I kind of knew they were gonna come back. Especially there was gonna be a new Spider-Man movie coming out after that, and Black Panther was real big before that. So I'm like, they're not gonna kill off the Black Panther for good, you know, after Infinity War. Of course, they're gonna come back. Some of them didn't, but most of them did. And you know, you kind of knew that was coming, unless you were like a child who saw the movie and they were like, oh god, they died. I'd be like, take it easy, they'll bring them back. But anyway, I'm going on a weird jibber jabber on that. So once again, a good show. You know, they're hitting it out of the park, which is always good. If they can keep this up, then all the other shows that they plan on coming out should be just as good. As long as they keep doing the good writing, everything should work out. They get actors that can act. Just have good writers and there's going to be a lot of great content coming out. Okay, so that'll be it for this. If you liked my little thoughts or mini review, you can give me a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you didn't, that's okay too. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. At least I think so. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.